Hey everyone, I'm Mind, and 3 more LEGO Dreamzzz sets have just been revealed. These are coming from Fiedler, who is a German retailer who I'm not the biggest fan of, but they have posted pictures of the new sets, so I'm going to cover them for you guys. If you missed it, there was 3 other sets revealed a couple of weeks ago, and those were actually pretty big sets. These ones are a bit smaller, but still a part of the same wave, so still very exciting to look at. So here's the first one. We have the Nightmare Creatures of the Neverwitch, and this was a set that, on first glance, I didn't realize was new, because it's a giant brick-built bird for the Neverwitch, which is also one of the sets we got the other day. There was also the Neverwitch's Midnight Raven, which that's a really cool set, and seeing the 2 back-to-back, they are clearly different sets, but it is still a little funny we're getting 2 different bird sets for the Neverwitch in this wave. We have a nice picture of the minifigures too, including what I believe is our first up-close look at the new Mateo figure, and he looks really great. He's got this all-new vest piece for this wave, but then like a white sweater underneath with Z-Lob's face on it, and this seems to be dual-molded legs. New face print for him too, which is always great, and his hairpiece now has a red streak in it as well as the green streak that he already had. And then we have 4 villain characters, including 3 evil versions of the main characters. Those are just the generic villains for this wave, but it's really cool to get so many in this set. And you can see the evil Mateo uses that same jacket piece, though in gray. Here's some more pictures of the build of the set, and of course this is a Dream set, so it does have an alternate build, and this actually looks really good. I think I actually prefer this to the main build. It's the bird turned into a wolf instead, and this wolf has a ton of personality. It looks really, really good. I especially love the big bushy tail at the back. Then here's another picture of the Raven, and then there's actually a 3rd build. This turns the Raven into like a mech instead. Perhaps this is meant to be like an evil Z-Blob because it's got like the dome head, but this looks really, really good as well. Like, I quite like this build, and it comes with a tiny little wolf too, which I really love. Then we have one final lifestyle image, but yeah, this set seems quite good. I'm not the biggest fan of the main build. Like, the bird looks fine, but it's not super exciting, but both alternate builds look really, really good, and I'm not sure of the 2 which I prefer. So yeah, this is definitely a set that I'm looking forward to. But now moving to the next one, here is 71481 Izzy's Dream Animals. This one I'm a little more mixed on. I think the giant printed molded head is a little bit weird on the giant red panda. It just feels kind of Duplo-esque to me. It's one giant part, so I can't say I'm the biggest fan of that. However, we do get a tiny red panda in this set who is super cute, and I'm definitely looking forward to that figure, as well as this new character who's very interesting looking. Not sure how to feel about him. However, the absolute highlight of this set is for sure the new Izzy minifigure, who looks amazing. She's probably going to be my favorite minifigure of these sets in their entirety. Izzy was already, I think, my 2nd favorite figure from the initial wave, but this takes her already great original design and really improves upon it. The colors are just so much more vibrant this time around, and like the white stripes really stand out. I like her face paint a lot too, that looks quite cool. And then she's got this really elaborate new like scarf piece. And you can see it's got stripes on it, so it's both magenta and blue. That looks amazing. Like, I genuinely cannot wait to get this minifigure. It'll be super cool to have in hand. And also, this set comes with the evil version of Izzy too. And while not as good, she also looks quite interesting. Definitely a figure I'm looking forward to. Here's some more pictures of the set, and here's the alternate build. It goes from a red panda to a turtle. And the turtle, I think, feels a little more Lego-like to me. We still have a giant piece on the back, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but I think overall I prefer this to the main build. And then once again, there is actually a 3rd build, this time around turning it into a bird. The bird's a little more uncanny, the proportions are a little bit odd, but honestly, I kind of like this one too. I don't think it's bad by any means. So far from the sets that have been revealed, this is probably my least favorite, but the figures are the absolute highlight. Izzy looks amazing, and that's a figure I absolutely need. And then the new red panda figure is really cute. It's just the build itself's not super exciting to me. And finally, we have 71479 Zoe's Cat Motorcycle. This is a smaller set, 226 pieces, and it's 20 euros, so it's probably going to be about $20 in the US. And this is very sleek, very fun. I actually quite like this. It is just a giant motorcycle, but it's got like this cat built into it, and the colors are super unique. I especially like the blue on the wheels. The new printed face for the cat too looks really good, and you get both Zoe and Evil Cooper in this set, as well as this new bird piece, who does come in a lot of the sets this wave, if not all of them, but it is a very cool new piece, so it's nice to get that for cheap. There is an alternate build in this set too, where it rebuilds into an actual cat, and instead of the wheels being a motorcycle, it's more of a jetpack for the cat, and I think that's a cool alternate option. Not sure which of the 2 I prefer. But yeah, this seems like a pretty solid set all around. Really love the colors. I do like Zoe a lot as a character. I do think this new outfit for her is a downgrade from her original outfit, but it is nice to get a new variation regardless. But yeah, this is definitely a set I'm excited for. Looks quite good. And actually, we're not done the video just yet because there was 2 more sets revealed. I started filming this video when the sets were only up on Spielwaren's website, but it seems like all the sets have now been posted to LEGO.com, so it includes all the ones we just talked about as well as 2 more, including one really big one, in fact, the biggest of the wave. We'll start with the smaller one though. We have a Logan the Mighty Panda. This is very similar to the Red Panda set, where I don't entirely know how I feel about it. The face is just very big and round to me, and I don't know if I like that. I think it works better on this set than it does on the Red Panda set, but still just doesn't really feel like LEGO's style as much to me. I am happy to get a small set for Logan though, that's very cool. And of course this set does have an alternate build where it looks like the panda goes on all fours and there's like a cannon on his back. There's a look at it in the instructions. Definitely a weird concept, but I kind of like that. Also, this seems to be a mech. I think Logan does actually fit in there, which that's actually pretty cool. So yeah, decent set all around. Again, not my favorite of the wave, but I do like the proportions and everything. It seems fairly well designed. And then finally, the biggest set of the wave, we have Castle Nocturnea. This is of course a location that appears in Season 1 of the show, despite I believe this being based off Season 2. And this is going to be $200, which is a lot of money. And this is an interesting looking set. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of hard to tell what's going on in this image. It looks like we have a building built sideways, which that's kind of neat. And like the colors do stand out, but I don't know, I can't help but feel from official pictures this just seems a little bit messy. Like, I'm having a tough time telling what's what in this image, like what am I actually looking at? But yeah, it's a big location build, comes with lots of minifigures. We have a new version of Mrs. Castillo on the set, which I believe is exclusive, as well as that lion character from the first season, who didn't come in any sets in the first wave, so cool to get him here. Definitely a weird character in the show, but I appreciate getting characters that we didn't have. We get Mateo again, we get Izzy again, as well as their evil counterparts. The Never Witch is of course in this set, and then we have a couple of little Dreamlings too. So I don't know, I want to really like this set, and I might really like it after getting it in hand. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't think the box art does a great job selling it. It does just feel messy. It's hard to tell what exactly is going on in this image. You guys will have to let me know what you think though. And there we go, that is all the sets. Here are the official American prices too. $80 for the Robot Dinosaur, $130 for the Z-Blob Mech, $20 for Zoe's Cat Motorcycle, $30 for the Mighty Panda, $40 for Izzy's Dream Animals, $45 for the Nightmare Creatures, and then finally $200 for Castle Nocturnea. I didn't talk about these sets in this video because they were revealed a couple weeks ago. I'll put a card in the top right corner to my full video about them if you want to see my thoughts on them. But as for this video, I think that's about all I have to say. So thanks for watching everybody, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!